Today in the Boot Guide, we are looking at Wolf Creek by Danner. So stick around to the end of the review and I'll give my opinion on what I really feel the Wolf Creek is about. But first, we have to talk about all the materials used in order to build the boot. So starting with the sole, it's the Vibram 232 mini lug sole. And we've seen a lot of this sole coming up in casual men's pseudo dress, kind of office, kind of play type boots. We've seen this sole a lot. And it's a really good, durable, long-wearing sole. But at the same time, the one thing that it does not offer, because of the thinness and because of the type of material Vibram is using in order to build this, is it doesn't have that strong, heavy-duty stability type feel that you're going to find from other heavy-duty Vibram soles. But if you're not used to wearing soles like that, the big, heavy lug soles, this is a really good introduction to a lug type sole. So it's Danner and it's a beautiful sew down welt. Sew down welts have a lot of characteristics to them, and one thing you got to remember with a sew down welt is that when you are taking care of the upper, do not forget to take care of your welt. You've got a really nice place for dirt and grime to gather and for the welt to dry out and just become completely cracked and aged. So remember, always clean your welts when you have sew down welts. Now it's a full leather upper, and out of the box, you're really going to question whether or not this is leather. Because of the consistency, the smoothness, it doesn't take on a leather appeal. It really does look like a man-made product. It looks like a vinyl. But let me assure you, it is a leather. It's just a really over-processed type leather. And we see this a leather a lot in a lot of boots like this where they're trying to get that really smooth, consistent appeal for a casual dress boot. Now when you open this thing up, what you're going to find is it's lined with Danner dries, and it's lined from the top of the boot to the toe to the heel all the way around. It's a completely encompassing liner. So what that makes is it makes a casual waterproof boot with a consistent leather that you can actually wear as more of a dress boot for actual dress occasions, whether it be business or just formal events, if you want to wear something like this. Now deep down inside where you normally find an insole, there is no removable insole, orthotic, any of that. It's a piece of memory foam that has been sewn down into the midsole, and then the Danner dries is placed over it. So there is no removing insoles in and out of this. And since it is memory foam, there might be a period when it's no longer as comfortable as it used to be. So you might be adding an insole to the inside. Eyelids and laces, it comes with a set of waxed black laces, and the eyelids are a basic pressed eyelid through the upper. Now as for size and fit, well, it's Danner's new 971 last, so it's a true to size for casual and dress boots. So if you're wearing a size 12 or size 11 or 10 and anything else, they're pretty much dead on. You're going to be able to pick up your size in this without much thought put into it. Even if you're coming from the gym shoe world and you're wearing a 10.5, pretty much you're going to be able to buy a 10.5 and it's going to fit apples for apples. Now my feelings on this whole boot is it's an imported Danner. It's not an American-made Danner. They offer a sew-down welt, but they don't offer the recrafting service. Now, that's not to say if you've got a really good cobbler at your disposal, if there's somebody in town who can take any sole off and put something on, that they can't put a new sole on this. Danner's not offering it, and my opinion on that is because it's imported and because they can't guarantee that the person who put this boot together, that the guys at Danner are going to be able to take it apart and rebuild it for you with a new sole. Now that's just my opinion. The other thing is the consistency of the leather. Really not keen on how smooth this leather is, but this is a casual dress boot. And this boot really fits into a certain market that's out there. And I feel that that's what Danner is doing, is that they're trying to test out whether they can build heritage type boots and be profitable at it. So they're starting with an import, and they're starting with something that's kind of basic, kind of neutral, And it's not a bad looking boot. It's definitely not a bad fitting boot, and it has the Danner dry, so it definitely has something built into it that other boots don't for the casual realm. So that's the Danner Wolf Creek Chugga. Hey, if you currently own a pair of the Wolf Creeks, please comment below, let guys know about the break-in period, how do the Danner dries work out, and whether or not the consistency of the leather stays the same after you break it in. If you want to know some more details about the Wolf Creek, or if you want to see some really good detailed photos of it, swing by thebootguy.com. I'll have all that composed into a really nice blog posting. Plus I'll have a few links there that'll make it a little bit easier picking up a pair of these and getting them on your feet. Hey, please don't forget to hit my subscribe button below. It really helps out. And remember, you can always follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm usually finding really strange boots. I'm usually getting some really good photos from you guys, my subscribers, and I'm posting it out there, just showing off what you guys are sending me. Hey, if you're about to pick up a pair of these Danners and you're just really on the fence about size and width, and you got some questions that you can't find answers to, remember, you can always shoot me over an email. All right, until the next time, I'm the Boot Guy. Thanks a lot for watching.